Hey everyone, this is a mini series on getting things done from a biblical perspective. What we're talking about today is how do you help to get over some of those obstacles and those things that come up whenever you're trying to create these good habits that help you reach your goals. If you listen to the series, you know that we use our aspirations to help us set goals, and then we pick habits based on those goals, and that helps us get closer to meeting those goals. But sometimes as you're going through and trying to figure those out, it can be tricky to get to that point. And so this is why I came up with this idea of life-proofing your habits. And basically, life-proofing your habits is going through and engineering your habits to help you reach your goals by looking at your normal behavior. So basically what you're doing is you are troubleshooting or problem solving reasons why your habit is currently not happening so that you can change up your habit to make it more likely to happen in the future. In the book Tiny Habits, BJ Fogg talks about this graph, and basically you have motivation and ability. And so if a prompt or the trigger, the thing that gets you going with your habit, if that is too difficult or too out of your ability to do, something that you're not motivated to do, you're just never going to do your habit. And so what you have to do is you have to change your prompt to match your ability and your motivation, which will change as time goes on. If you have been running consistently and you make it where running is easy to you, then you might feel more likely and more motivated to go out and run 5 miles. But if you haven't ran in 3 years and you say, go run 5 miles, that will be a difficult thing to do. So you want to make sure that your habits and your prompts mimic this goal where you're putting them in the right place. So in order to do this, you need to get some hard data on your habits and on the things that allow you to meet your goals and the things that aren't really helping you meet your goals. So this is why I call it proofing your habits. So basically with proofing your habits, we have a chart. And on one side of the chart, we say, if blank, then blank. And then on the other side of the chart, we say, did it help you meet your habit or not? So basically what you need to do is for each of your habits, you need to pick basically the outcome. So like, what do you want this habit? What would you say, yes, I completed the habit? What would that outcome be? So it could be like, maybe you want to do a 15-minute clean every day, or maybe it is that you want to read for 30 minutes every day, or maybe it's that you want to walk 10,000 steps a day. So whatever that habit is, you write it down, and then you write out things that surround that habit. What I would recommend that you do is just kind of give like a bulleted list of normally, like let's take the example of reading. So let's say you want to read every night for, 5 or 10 minutes right before you go to bed. But you notice that you haven't been doing that. So you got to figure out, okay, what am I doing surrounding this habit? And so this means you have to say, am I going to my bedroom at all? Or am I falling asleep on the couch? Am I looking at my phone for too long? Am I so tired that I can't even keep my eyes open at night? Do I find my book is not interesting? So you write down all of these things that are surrounding that habit, things that are related to that habit. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get at the things that will help match the habit to a prompt that will allow you to get the thing done. So let's say you change out your book to something that's a little bit easier to read, maybe a fiction novel that you really are looking at reading. Maybe you do a book club book that you feel more motivated to read, and then you start your habit. Well, what you've just done is you say, okay, if I change my book, then I do my habit. So that helps you get you closer to that goal. Or maybe, with your exercise, maybe you're saying, okay, well, every time I wake up in the morning, it's already too late. I've missed the time that I said I was going to exercise. So it's just not happening. This habit isn't working for me. Well, what could you change to help you do that? Now, it could be a number of things. Maybe you need to change the time that you exercise. Maybe you need to set your shoes out the night before so that you are ready to walk out the door. Maybe you need to wake up even earlier so that you don't always feel so rushed. So all of these things help you to life-proof your habit. And again, the idea is that you're changing up your habit. It's not at the beginning of the year that you say, this is what I'm going to do. It's that you change up what you do to ultimately reach your goals. So if you are interested in life-proofing your habits yourself, you can find the Proofing Your Habits printable at amorebeautiful.lifecollective.com. I hope you'll join me for the next episode, and see you next time.